Everybody. Thanks for listening. I'm Jenny. I'm a life coach, and today I'm talking about the big two, anxiety and depression. Okay, so let's start with anxiety. With anxiety, you're stuck in flight mode. Your nervous system is stuck in flight mode. You're overthinking about the future, or you're coping with unexpressed fear. It's a sign to prepare and focus on what you can control and to release what you cannot control. Or it can be a sign that you're avoiding something. Um, Narcissists have a lot of anxiety because they have a lot of secrets. The fewer secrets you have, the more you face your fears, the less stressed you'll be, and the better you will sleep. Anxiety, usually the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. An unknown fear is worse than the known fear. So, becoming conscious of your fears, naming your fears can be helpful with anxiety. Avoiding problems creates more anxiety, which creates more avoidance, which creates more anxiety. So, working on a problem reduces the fear of it. Um, One of the best things you can do for anxiety is to make hard choices, because hard choices will lead to an easier life, okay? And easier choices will lead to a harder life. It can also come from lack of trust in your intuition, lack of trust in yourself. This is tricky. Anxiety is tricky because we don't know when we're being paranoid or when we're being reasonable. We don't know what is anxiety and what is intuition. Okay. And so the calmer you're able to get yourself, the more you will be able to hear your intuition. Um, Medical anxiety happens when we're stuck in fight or flight mode. Um, it happens when the body attacks itself under stress. Um, Usually, there is not an identifiable problem. You just sense that there is a problem. And that's because it hasn't manifested into an identifiable medical problem, but you can still feel that your body is attacking itself. This is when you have a sense that something is wrong, but there's no clear identifiers about what. Okay. I experienced a lot of this when I was in an abusive relationship. Anxiety affects your health, but your health affects your anxiety. Okay, they feed into each other. So, if you're dealing with anxiety, the best thing you can do is to think about like the list of everything you're anxious about and then just take one thing at a time. Focus on just one of those at a time. Make them wait their turn. Keep your feet and your head in the same place. Okay, if in this moment and in this time and in this place you are alive and you are safe, focus on that. Okay, you're worried about the future, you're worried about the past. That means your head and your feet are not in the same place. And also think about, if everything was going right, if you were doing everything right, would you still be in this situation? And very often the answer is usually less. Yes. So it a lot of the times it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong, and that can alleviate some of your anxiety as well. Depression. Depression is another big one. Depression, you are stuck in freeze, you are stuck in the past, or you are stuck in unexpressed grief. The medicine for depression is to give yourself easy dopamine hits. Easy dopamine hits looks like accomplishing small, easy tasks. Um, it looks the same as burnout, but they need different things. Burnout, if you're burnt out, it means you need to rest. Okay. And usually your body will force you into rest if you don't give it that rest. But with depression, you need action. You need those dopamine hits, to get out of depression. So that's everything I have for today, everybody. Nice short one for you. For your homework, I'm going to link to a feelings wheel, or you can Google feelings wheel. And I want you to identify your feelings without judging them. Look at the wheel, try to name what emotions you're feeling at any given time. Then ask yourself, where am I feeling this emotion in my body? Okay. Does it have a shape? Does it have a color? Does it have a size? Feel it, try to describe it, identify where it is, in your body. Okay. And then also think about what feelings do you feel most of the time, and what feelings do you not feel most of the time, or what feelings might you be avoiding. That's everything I have for today, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. If you want more information, there's links in the description.